Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
The Congress quite expectedly waded into the Facebook controversy. According to a recent WSJ report, Facebook showed bias in controlling hate speech by BJP leaders in India. Now, the Congress's allegations and insinuations are that Facebook has favored BJP, has favored Narendra Modi, which in turn has contributed to their electoral success. This is a mistake the Congress has repeatedly made. It always barks up the wrong tree. It finds one excuse or the other to justify Modi's stupendous electoral success and to cover up for the kind of drubbing it has been getting in elections. Let's rewind a little bit. Remember the EVM controversy, the electronic voting machine controversy. This is something the BJP, in fact, L.K. Advani had started earlier. But once the BJP started winning elections, it dropped this issue, and guess who picked it up? The Congress. So every election that Modi or his party do well, the Congress immediately rakes up the EVM controversy, the fact that alleges that EVMs can be hacked along with certain other opposition parties. And each election that it wins or ends up doing well in, it forgets about EVMs. So EVM has been one sorry excuse. In fact, most recently in the 2019 Lok Sabha polls, we saw how the Congress attributed the kind of numbers, the kind of mandate Modi got to the Balakot airstrikes and the timing of the Balakot airstrikes. Well, having been on the ground, I can tell you that Balakot was a mere garnish in everything else that Modi had prepared and everything else that the voter wanted to vote for Modi for. The problem with the Congress is that it does not want to identify the real reasons for Modi's wins and identify the real reasons for why it is where it is nationally. In fact, we've all seen what happened at the Congress Working Committee meet on Monday. It was a big drama. Eventually, Sonia Gandhi has stayed on as interim president, but what it has exposed yet again is the internal crisis in the party, the fact that there is a serious leadership issue. So where does that leave the Congress? Well, the Congress really ought to focus on what its own problems are, how it can reimagine its politics and connect with the voters again, and at the same time also identify why Modi is really winning. Why is Modi really winning? In 2019, as I said, the Pakistan factor, Balakot was a mere garnish. The cocktail that Modi had prepared, which had all the welfare schemes, the pro-rural schemes, his own personality cult, his own goodwill, everything came together. The voter wants to vote for Modi. So as I have written in my column, Modi wins because of Modi. Now, we may not be a fan, or we don't have to be a fan of his completely toxic, narcissistic brand of politics, the Hindutva venom-spewing leaders that the BJP has, or the fact that BJP really is a majoritarian party which follows an agenda which is unpalatable to a lot of us. However, even if you're not fans of this, even if you find it deeply disconcerting, we cannot not acknowledge the fact that Modi's electoral success is real. It is not dependent on EVMs being hacked, it is not dependent on Facebook showing biases, and it is not dependent on sporadic instances like the Balakot attack. Till the Congress does not recognize and does not acknowledge these factors, till it does not want to open its eyes to believe that Modi is a true challenger because of himself and not because external factors are helping him, there is no way that the Congress is going to be able to put up a challenge to Modi. In fact, no opposition party has really found the code to beat Modi, precisely because nobody wants to accept that the voter really does want to vote for him. And as I mentioned, the reasons that the voter has are plenty, are many, cannot be reduced to any one issue, any one topic. For more on this, do log on to theprint.in to read my column.